Please welcome Ash, Calum, Luke and Michael as 5 stars!
Whenever you guys are on, it's the only time we ever feel like what it might feel like to be a rock star. It's only when you guys are here.
Thank you very much for coming along. I know you live overseas, so when you're here, it's great that we get a chance to speak to you. Young Blood, the song we just heard at the end of that package, it's going gangbusters. So let me get this right. It's #1 on the ARIA charts. It's #1 on iTunes. It's #1 on Spotify.
Yes.
This must have been exactly what you expected, yeah?
It's like we planned. Yeah, it's been a beautiful thing to come back to so much support here, for sure. Is that you talking in all of the things? Is that your voice?
Yeah.
I didn't even put it two and two together. It's awesome.
Well, you think we thought
That's my whole childhood right there. You talking over montages.
So all this time, did you just think we just brought in some random woman to read?
I just didn't figure it out.
Are you just telling me I'm really old?
That song we heard, was that you guys? Was that all you guys? All right. Now that we're clear.
So the song seems to be about a complicated breakup. A particular breakup, or...?
It's gotten awkward.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I guess this whole third record.
I think
I guess this whole third record is super personal, but you know, when we're writing as a group or as a whole, you have to kind of take into consideration other people's personal lives. So you're almost writing from an outside perspective. So a lot of it's personal, but a lot of it is almost it's story driven.
So whose was it? Go on.
No, we can't say.
Won't be right.
Now, Michael, you said that this new album's almost like the band starting over again. Talk us through that. What do you mean by that?
I think that this record is kind of so different from stuff that we've done before, and I think that no one was expecting us to take this kind of route when it comes to what we could have evolved into musically. And, you know, like, the amount of, like, promotion that we're putting into this record feels like we're promoting our first record again, you know, because we're so determined to make this as successful and as, you know, good as it can be in all the right places, you know.
Do you feel you're becoming, the older you get, braver with your songwriting and your choices?
Yeah, well, songwriting's always been one of our main drives, and you know, in life it inspires us to continue on and improving our skill and our art, you know. Yeah. So it's the thing we're most passionate about, and we want to write with other people, but also we want to evolve this band in a way that we can not only play to, you know, our everyday fans, which is you guys, but just even, for example, in the way that Australia's accepted our new song is what we've kind of always dreamed of, so it's really cool.
It's an amazing story, because 3 of you went to high school together. Was there anyone in the high school who wanted to be in the band, or just like didn't? I said one guy is it you know, Damien?
Damo.
It's Damo really wanted to be in the band.
There was a bunch of drummer options that I always talk about.
It's very funny. Like, if you want to make Ash,
there wasn't.
if you want to make Ash a little upset, you know, you talk about the previous drummers. No, we tried out a few different things, you know, not really. But when you're starting a band like that, it's kind of. It wasn't. You need Ashton.
You need a guy like me in your band.
It wasn't until Ashton, like, we found him or he found us, whatever it is.
I found you.
It wasn't until Ashton found us that he kind of opened our eyes to the potential of the band, you know.
Were you guys playing the high school reunion? Like, you know,
I have not been to a high school reunion yet. Do they have them this early?
No, not this early, but, you know. In the future, you know, the 10-year anniversary.
You get old like us, you go to a few.
Right. No, not if they have a 20.
It'll be around the time of the comeback tour. That's when you'll have.
Yeah, it'll coincide. The marketing will line up.
Yeah. Very good.
Really promote it.
Yeah, just hearing you talk, you can't help but notice that slight American twang that you have, and it's perfectly understandable because you live in LA and you pick it up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But I have to say I sympathise, because obviously I haven't spent anywhere near as much time as you guys have in America, but if I'm there for like a week, I just get sick of not being understood.
Yeah.
And so I deliberately start talking in a bad American accent, because at least they're not going to order a muffin, right?
Bad?
Yeah.
Give it to us, Will.
No. I don't think we have to do that now.
Good.
But is that how it started for you guys?
With the accent?
Just needing to be
Well,
understood?
I think because we moved away at 16 and 17, and we moved to England, so that affected our accents when we were younger, because we learned to sing from a Danish woman who taught us to say things like lemon instead of lemon. And we used to speak like that, but our accents have evolved over time, but it goes back and forth, and it's just a big mess of, singing voices change, your accent changes, because we've lived away for nearly 7 years, so.
Well, speaking of your accent, there's a great prank you guys did with Fitzy and Whipper, where you guys went into the Ray Hadley show on 2GB, pretending to be a country band, an American country band, singing one of your great hits.
Yes.
We got a clip of it. I actually think it's a bloody good version of it. Let's have a look.
Looks so perfect standing there in my American apparel underwear, and I know now.
Do you think it's good?
Leave Michael and Calum to do promo on their own.
Well, yeah, so we went into that and, I'd heard of Ray Hadley, obviously. I think he's like a legend here. Big legend in
Big ups, Ray.
And, I think the play is that he asked for tickets for one of the shows that we were playing for, like, his PA or something. And I guess, like, the point of it was to show that we went in there and he had no idea who we were. And, like, even though he asked for tickets for something and we were playing, like, one of our biggest songs. And he was just like, wow, that was actually really cool.
And it sounded like, when's the country album? That sounded amazing.
Well, we've been training for that for a while now.
Now, obviously, it's not news to you. You've got lots of fans, and lots of fans wanted to ask you questions tonight. So we've got one. Now, this is from Charlene on Twitter, said, guys, would you consider representing Australia for Eurovision if you got asked to?
The first time we've been asked that, actually.
I don't know. Maybe.
Can I opt out and you guys do it?
It's sort of just like it was back in high school.
Me and Calum.
Yeah, you guys do it. I like the Summer Brothers here.
I think I can guarantee Damo's really keen on it.
Well, 5 Seconds Summer new album Young Blood is out June 22nd. Details on where you can catch them live on their Meet You There tour are on the links page on our website. But in the meantime, it's been lovely having them. Would you please thank 5 Seconds of Summer?
All right.